TLO, what's poppin'? We are on Twitch, not live. Because I don't know, the live crashed. But anyway, you can leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notification bells. Let's continue to grow the family from Chicago to the UK. Right behind me, you see it, little warning screen. We won't need it. I just, I'd like to have it. Twitch.com is where you can catch a live stream. Usernames at the bottom. Patreon, Monday through Sunday. Premier League highlights, UK TV shows, UK movies. Obviously, that's stuff we can't watch on YouTube. That's why it goes there. Don't forget, I will be in the UK May 16th. So be ready for the content on TikTok and on here. I think I'm going to put the stuff on Instagram and Facebook too. Why not? Let it fly, right? Anywho, talk to me. Top 10 things America stole from Britain. Let's see.
Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. No copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to their respective owners.
Y'all hate when I watch Mojo. I don't know why.
From pastries to patriotic sing-alongs. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 things America stole from Britain.
He likes American stuff.
Oh.
Before we begin, if you enjoyed this video on famous facets, subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're counting down famous facets of American culture which actually originated in Britain. While standout British inventions are subject for another list, today's countdown tackles typically American things, which the US has the UK to thank for.
This should be interesting. Okay.
Number 10. Apple pie.
You said apple pie? No, hey.
As American as apple pie, right? Wrong. The sweet treat is a staple on US dining tables, but the British...
It is. Like, grandmas all across America make apple pies. I like apple pies. It just really depends on which one, though.
were the first to serve it, way back in the 1300s. A popular dessert throughout European history, with Dutch and Swedish styles also inspiring menus worldwide.
Really? Is he putting cheese in his apple pie?
It was taken across the pond.
Oh no, that's lemon zest.
With the 17th century colonists. Since then, apple pie has become a standout symbol of US patriotism.
See, and the thing about America is they're not even going to tell you the truth. They're just going to let you think. See, I told y'all I am a victim of my circumstances of being in America. It's not me. It's not me. Y'all looking at me like, oh, no, it's you. No, it's not. This is what I was taught.
As well as a central component to a teen comedy franchise.
It's not what it looks like.
Yeah, he tore that pie down. And I bet a lot of teen Americans tried it after that, and that's wicked. If you put your material into a pie, you are wild. And some of you on here watching this have done that. And to you, sir, do better.
Number 9, YMCA. Way before village people turned
What do you mean?
this institution into a cheesy disco anthem, and long before the YMCA swept across America, the Young Men's Christian Association was the brainchild of English philanthropist George Williams.
Really? I remember going to the YMCA. First and foremost, I didn't know that was what it stood for. Young Men's Christian. I did not know that. I was today years old when I found that out. That's tough. Second of all, I fake learned how to swim there because I never learned. I used to go there after school when I was young. I learned how to play pool there. I met some of my closest friends there. What else did I learn in the YMCA? I learned how to box. Dude, I used to play a little bit of basketball. I think that's when I first got my little touch of basketball in the YMCA. That's tough that's from Britain. Well, thank you. I haven't been to a YMCA in ages, but you know, thank y'all.
Dismayed by working conditions in 18th century London, Williams conceived the now famous charity as a safe place for its patrons. While the movement's worldwide influence is something to be proud of,
and it does feel really like a safe place. Like, they just doing a lot of charitable stuff. First and foremost, I had community service at the YMCA too. I was down in the basement folding towels. I actually like that community service. I ain't gonna lie, because when I was done, I just went upstairs, hooped a little bit, you know. Took me a little dip in the pool. My feet, because I can't swim, just my ankle, up to my ankle, and I was gone.
Difficult to imagine Williams joining in with the dance moves.
Okay. We can, like...
Number 8, chocolate bars.
I'm not surprised at this.
Candy bars are big business statements.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised. After I done explored TikTok and tried all the chocolates, and y'all's is that much better than ours, it's insane, honestly. But
before Mars, Hershey's, Milky Bar or Baby Ruth, there was one bloke in Bristol making confectionery history. Joseph Fry finalised the first mass-produced chocolate bar in the mid-1800s, around the time that the Dutch developed a chocolate press. Fry's chocolate...
Y'all think I can get a piece of fried chocolate? Or I gotta get it when I'm out there?
Cream hit shelves in 1866 with a famed fondant filling,
That
and the
look
bar
good.
can still be bought today. John Cadbury quickly followed suit, while the likes of Hershey's didn't arrive until the late 1890s. Number 7, sandwiches.
Could I have a glass of wine?
Sandwiches. Yeah, because y'all do got tea time and y'all be making little sandwiches. Okay. I could see that one.
Okay,
And a ham sandwich
if you like.
with a pickle?
To world-conquering fast food outlets, Homer Simpson and Joey Tribbiani, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this foodstuff was a US creation. However, the history of the sandwich is long and complicated, and very little of it happened in America. While early versions are recorded across Europe, it's named after the 4th Earl of Sandwich in Kent.
But
Story goes that
But how are, like, I ain't never, I'm gonna be real with you. I've also never been to the UK, so now when I go there, maybe I can get a sandwich. I'm gonna go to a sandwich shop that fully makes sandwiches, and I want to try it because I like the sandwich making skills of America is pretty high level. It should be an Olympic sport, and then we decide it that way.
that he was an ardent gambler, and meat between bread was the simplest way of eating without disrupting a game of cards.
Sandwich for display purposes only and should not be eaten.
Number 6, The Office.
That's what she said.
I think y'all should just give us this one. The Office for y'all, didn't it get canceled? 2005, NBC television, 2013. How many seasons of the UK Office was there?
And yes, we mean the TV show.
I could have. I feel like our version. I haven't watched the full version of y'all's. I watched maybe an episode, but just off that one episode, I was like, nah, the American version is better. And this is the only time I've ever thought that about a UK show versus American show. I hold that tight. I feel like the American version was better.
And not the actual open plan workplace, which is largely a German invention. Anyway, unlike a lot of American
Look, there's Dwight.
remakes of British TV, The Office US did manage to tap into most of what made its predecessor pair. But after 9 series and a shed load of awards, let's just remember where it all started. Steve Carell's Michael Scott is hilarious in his own right, but for fans of the British original, he'll always be David Brent in disguise.
Should I go watch the full version?
Number 5, plastic surgery.
Wow, that came out of me.
From Botox to boob jobs, America is the world's leading market for cosmetics.
Nah, I can believe it's the UK. America get it done a lot, but I see a lot of women in the UK with little stuff done, little stuff here, little stuff there, like they just going to a trip to the store. Like the frequency of it is crazy in the UK. Like, I didn't see this many women with plastic surgery. You know, to each their own, I'm just making a comment. I didn't see a lot of women with plastic surgery until I moved to Florida. So, but in the UK, like just in video, like I feel like I see a lot. From the lips to the teeth to the cheeks to the, I see a lot.
Cosmetic surgery, with millions going under the knife every year.
What is that?
But the industry was by no means born in the USA. Sir Harold Gillies is often credited as the father of plastic surgery, a New Zealand-born
I didn't know that. This is brand new information.
London-based surgeon who gathered
A New Zealand-born, London-based surgeon. So no, it's New Zealand then.
leading physicians to treat thousands of soldiers who had been injured or disfigured in World War I. Gillies' work became a blueprint for all sorts of reconstructive procedures, and a starting point for today's aesthetic options. Number 4. The light bulb. A supposedly
Thomas Edison.
serial stealer of other people's ideas, Thomas Edison's light bulb moment is considered one of the most significant steps in modern technology.
Hey, Edison! How about sharing some of those light bulbs, huh?
Hey, figure it out for yourself, man!
But experts are continually divided on just how much Edison did to develop the design. Before the Wizard of Menlo Park, there were countless other scientists creating
Hey, at the end of the day, if you can't beat them, cheat them. Thomas Edison was a cheater, and he beat him with cheating. Hey, I see your blueprints. You're not getting it done right here. Here you go. Let me go do it.
electric light and light bulbs, not least British pioneers including Humphrey Davy and Joseph Swan. The anti-Edison camp claims that the inventor's only skill was knowing when to patent.
One thing.
And he patented. You should be patented all your ideas off rip, especially if you're an inventor. This is hearsay.
Edison did invent, for 100% genuine Edison invention that we use every day, probably most of us.
Is it nasal hair clippers?
Number 3. Donuts.
One little bite won't hurt you.
Now, the origins of the donut are a sticky affair, with claims and counterclaims sending historians round and round in circles.
I can believe that this is British too. 100%.
However, while a stronger suggestion remains that the Dutch took
The way y'all be baking stuff.
treats to America in the mid-19th century, a 2013 discovery seemingly proves that the Brits were baking them at least 50 years before. Baroness Elizabeth Dimsdale's cookbook dates to 1800 and includes a strikingly similar recipe. A deep-fried concoction of sugar, eggs, butter and yeast, add some icing, and it's the real deal. Number 2. Baseball.
You're lying. No. Y'all got cricket. That's fine. But you're not going to sit up here and tell me y'all invented baseball. I've never seen a British baseball player. I've never heard that y'all were good at it. And I love y'all. Don't get me wrong. But nah. And then you're going to show Jackie Robinson. Chill.
A national sport and obsession in the US,
There's not even one single baseball field in the UK. Stadium.
baseball was born in the
Is there?
UK. There are countless records of bat and ball games being played in Blighty, starting with stool ball in the 1300s.
Stool ball. Come on, man. Really? Okay. Listen. We can argue all day about this, but I'm not giving it up. I don't even play baseball, but I just know that's a miracle sport, ain't it? Can we have it? God, I got a tear in my eye about this. I'm ready to go to war about this. No,
Sure, the rules have changed and refined over the years, but the basic premise is usually the same. Someone pitches, someone swings, others try to catch. In fact, some researchers argue that baseball is an offshoot of cricket, an English obsession.
Yeah, that sounds right. Y'all take cricket. It could be an offshoot, whatever you say. But it's American.
Which didn't catch on across the Atlantic. At all. Number 1. The Star Spangled Banner. With a final salute for great British influence on American culture, because the US national anthem is sung to the tune of an 18th century English drinking song. Baltimore words.
Oh, so we a joke to y'all. We are a joke. We're singing our national anthem. First of all, it's not my national anthem. But the national anthem is sung to an 18th century British drinking game. Melody. The beat. So y'all laughing at us. Oh.
Smith Francis Scott Key takes full credit for the lyrics, but the melody was written by John Stafford Smith, a Gloucester-born composer. The Anacreontic song, as it was originally known, was regularly belted around a prestigious London gentleman's club, where wealthy people met to wine and dine.
That's wicked.
Do you agree?
We look dumb.